today let's start with chapter number 6, Introduction to Python. In this chapter, I will tell you about Python, how to download and install it, and then starting Python, working with Python, and execution modes, what are Python keywords, line, indentions, comments, statements. So let's start with the chapter. So coding skills are becoming more and more important day by day, right? We can say that there are many challenges to teach computer programming. To overcome these obstacles, gamification has stepped in, which helps to learn concepts of programming, right? So for that, first of all, I will tell you about Python. It is a popular programming language created by Guido van Rossum and released in 1991. While working at the National Institute of Mathematics and Computer Science in Netherlands, Python is a powerful, flexible, and easy to use language. It has structured and object-oriented programming language. It uses English keywords frequently as compared to other languages which use systematic construction, right? So for that, we have features of Python. Python is high-level language. It is free and open source language. It is easy to understand as they have clearly defined syntax and relatively simple structure. So it is portable and platform independent, which means it can run on various operating system and hardware platform. So it is case sensitive. A number and a number are not same in the Python. So we can say that it is rich library of predefined function. It is also helpful in web development and it uses indentions for blocks and nested blocks. So it is interpreted language as Python programs are executed by the interpreter. So they are easily integrated with new functions and data types implemented in C and CCC, Java. So what can Python do? So Python can use for rapid prototyping, production-ready software development, and system scripting. It can be used to handle big data and perform complex mathematics. It can connect database system and read and modify file. And it can be used alongside software to create workflow. Python can be used on a server to create web application, games, and GUI programs and websites. Right? So downloading and installing Python, you have to go to your Internet Explorer and you will write www.python.org. You will enter the key and click to download Python and the setup will get downloaded. Let me show you. So here you can type www.python or down. Like this, you can download Python. This window will appear, right? And then you can go to the version you want to download. Like this, you can click here and it will get download. Right? After that, open down the folder and double click on the Python. Click on install now and make sure that install launchers of all user. You have to go to all user recommendation, right? So after downloading, you can install it and setup our progress shows installing progress and setup was successfully up. So like this, Python has been installed and now Python program can be run on the computer, right? So we can say starting Python. So for that, you have to click on start button, scroll through the program and you have to go to Python and you will click and your Python window will appear like this. Next is working with Python. To write and run execute Python program, you need to have Python interpreter. So for that, which is called Python shell. So what we can do, an integrated development learning environment. IDLE is most popular graphic which is based on development environment of Python to create, edit and debug the program. So like this, you can use, this is called Python prompt symbol. We use in the Python program. So then execution mode, there are two modes, that is interactive mode. So interactive mode allow execution of individual statement. Instantly, to work with the interactive mode, you can simply type Python statement prompt directly and press enter. The interpreter executes the statement and it will display the result. So then we have script mode that allows us to write more than one. Here you can write more than one instruction. Like open the Python GUI and click on file menu, click on new file, an empty window will appear. Like this you will see the empty window will appear. So how to create, save and run the code? For that, to print join Python, click on file menu, click on save. Now type the file name, my program, extension that is .py and click on save. So click on run menu, click on run module to run the program and press F5. Then we have closed the shell window, but leave the my program window open and the Python shell reappear and our program runs again. So after saving the running mode of program, we can close its program by clicking on the close option. So there we have Python keywords. Keywords are the reserved words. What are these? These are the reserved words that cannot be used in variable name. So each keyword has a specific meaning to the Python interpreter, and we can use the keyword in our program only for the purpose which can be defined. So these are case sensitive. And, as, assert, break, class, continue, def, del, ls, else, except, false, finally, for, from, global. What are these? These are the keywords that you should keep in mind. Now lines, indentation and comments. It is a specific about the program layout, especially lines and indentation. It is made up of one or more physical lines. Each lines may end with comment. The text written can be ignored by the Python, but Python uses indentation to express block structure of the program. So comments are very important while writing a program. They are used to explain Python code and make it more readable. So the Python interpreter ignores the text written in the command, and Python supports single line comments and multi-line comments. So to be precise, a comment can be written in three ways: entirely on its own line and next to the statement of code. Then we have statement. It is the instruction that Python interpreter can execute. Like we have number 1, 13, number 2, 70. Add number 1 and 2, it will give answer 30. So what are variables? They are used to store data in our memory. So the data can be what? The data can be number, text and even the object. Then we have declaring and initializing the variable. We can declare and initialize the value of the variable. So first of all, we will use the operator is equals to, and then we will find out what value a variable labels, enter, print in the cell. So variable names can be made up of letter. There can be letter, numbers or underscore character, but they cannot start with a number because they are case sensitive. Then we have defining input and output functions. So first is input and print. They are used for the standard input and output operation. Input functions helps the user to input the values and text in the operation. Now here variable name means any name where input function assigns the value to it. So function is used to print the value of given output value or spec. So it helps us to show output on the screen. Like this you can see this is a variable. This is variable, this is function, this is your predefined string, and here this is an output and this is your user input. Purple color always shows function name. You have to keep in mind green color string, blue color output, black color show the variable and user input. Right? This was all in this chapter. Hope you understood. Now we will meet in the next class. Thank you.